Hi everyone, welcome back. So have you ever tasted a slice of sponge cake and you just felt like you couldn't stop eating it? Well, that's what Tanty sponge cake does to me. So today I'm going to share Tanty's sponge cake recipe. This is a family favorite for every Lime or holiday get together. Tanty's sponge cake is always front row and center. So Tanty shared it with Aunty Satie, and Aunty Satie shared it with me, and today I'm gonna share it with you all. And the one thing I love about Tanty's sponge cake is that it's not very heavy and it doesn't choke you or anything. It's so moist, so soft, and just the flavors of the nutmeg and the citrus in there, it's just to die for. So I can't wait for y'all to try the recipe for the holidays. I love the cake by itself, but I just figured out something new that I love. Sponge cake with apple cider jam. So any types of jam would work, but this jam is just so delicious. Tanty really had a sweet hand, you know. If you know a Tanty who has a sweet hand, leave it in the comments below. Hope you all enjoy the recipe. Keep watching to see how I do it. So to make the cake, you'll need a good quality butter. I'm using the Kerrygold brand. You can use any type that you want, or you can even use margarine, flour, sugar, and I'm using white sugar, 4 eggs. And if you wanted to make this eggless, replace 1 egg with a 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce, or you can use some mashed bananas or even egg replacer. Some milk. I'm using a combination of whole milk and evaporated. You can use coconut milk, almond milk, oat milk, soy milk. You can use any type of milk you want, even some heavy cream or some half and half. Mixed essence, and Tanty used to use a combination of almond and vanilla essence, so if you have that you can use it. Nutmeg, and I find that the nutmeg is what gives this cake just its unique taste. It must have a lot of nutmeg. Cinnamon, a dash of Angostura bitters, some lemon zest and some orange zest, and Tanty only used lemon zest. I'm just adding the orange zest because I like how it tastes, and a dash of salt. So start by creaming the butter and the sugar using a stand mixer or a hand mixer, and you want to ensure that your butter is softened at room temperature so that it will mix easily. Don't be hardened like me and just use butter straight out of the fridge. But don't worry, if you do use cold butter, the mixer will soften it up. So I'm just gonna let it beat for about 3 to 5 minutes at medium speed until it's light and fluffy. So once it's nice and light and fluffy, you wanna add the eggs in one at a time. Once the eggs are incorporated, add the milk, the mixed essence, and a dash of bitters. Now zest the skin of a lemon and an orange. I like lots of zest, but you can add to your preference. Now before I add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture, I like to mix all the dry ingredients together. So I'm adding the salt, cinnamon, baking powder, and nutmeg to the flour, and I'm just mixing it well. Once that's done, add half of the dry mixture to the wet mixture and just let that combine. Add the other half of your flour mixture, and once the dry and the wet ingredients are mixed thoroughly, now it's time to bake. Now pour it into a greased baking dish or pan and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 40 minutes or until it's nice and golden brown and a toothpick comes out clean when you stick it in the center. Once the cake is in the oven, now it's time to wash all the wares while it bakes. So once the cake is finished, you want to make sure and test it with the toothpick, and mine looks like it's clean, so it looks like it's completely cooked. Now the real test is to see how long I'll wait until I go full glutton. Okay, I'll wait until it cools down and then I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see, it's really nice and moist and light. It's not like a very heavy cake. So that's one of the distinctive features of this cake. It's really light and moist. So I promise you, you're gonna love it. So thank you so much for checking out the sponge cake recipe. I must say that this tastes just like home to me. So thank you so much to Aunty Satie for sharing Tanty's recipe with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for you all to try it out. So I'm wishing you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year 2019. Until I see you all in my next video. Bye!